Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you're having a great weekend so far. So today we're gonna do what we do every week: a little bit of commodity, a little bit of indices, FX maybe not this week. I mean, depending on your appetite. What I've noticed so far in investing is the more busy you get, the more you look for something that's more calm and relaxing. So you want something you can have on autopilot while you go do your other stuff, not something you want to monitor 24/7. So I'm gravitating away more from FX, mainly because FX requires slightly bit more time than indices, for example, or even gold, for example. So I've done a little bit of pre-analysis, but I'll walk you guys through it. So for guys that haven't been here before, welcome. We're happy to have you with us. Give us a like, a comment, whatever you want, state your opinion. It's a free place. And what we do here is we analyze the market. And this is not a professional, or let's call it a investment advice. It is professional, but not an investment advice. You know, so whatever you see here is primarily for educational purposes only, and my own outlook on the market. Read the description to learn a little bit more. So what we do here is we use three strategies: COT, seasonality, and probability. COT is called Commitment of Traders Report. And basically, what this report does is every week we get an insight to what the big boys are doing. Big boys being industry leaders, people that are, or corporations that are involved heavily in the financial market. We see where they're swayed, and we follow that. So in this instant, this is what COT looks like. You have the non-commercials, you have the commercials. I mean, in the name commercials, it's kind of like business activity going on. Non-commercials are like they're not into business activities, they're into speculations. So non-commercials are basically speculators. Commercials are people that are really in the business. So people that are in business of mining gold, buying and selling physical gold. They might need gold for NASA, for example. These guys are the guys, right? So what we tend to pay attention is these guys, what they're doing, because ultimately what they do decide what the outcome is going to be. And these guys are trying to predict the outcome without knowing what these guys are doing. It's kind of weird, right? If you know that, someone is controlling a vehicle, for example, and you're now, sitting in the passenger side thinking you're the one driving the vehicle, that whatever you tell that person to do, that's what they're going to do. It's kind of weird because at the end of the day, the person driving the vehicle is the one that decides, ultimately, not you. But you have the illusion that you can guide them, that kind of stuff. So these are the guys who follow commercials because they tend to, know what they're doing. They they're ahead of the market because they help generate the market, the fluctuations that we get. So in this instance, we see that gold is short. We look at the changes, right? What we look at is commercial changes, if they're going long or short. Long means buy, short means sell. So we look at the changes, and what we see, they've added 11,000 positions going short, right? So that's one asset to look like. This is basically what commitment of traders look like on a more diluted, user-friendly version, right? And on a raw version, it looks something like this. Now, just because of that commercials are going down doesn't mean the market is going to go down. You have to also look at what we call seasonality. You want to look if it's the season for it to go down. So let's look for back right here. So I'm just gonna pick an indice and yeah, commodity. So I'm looking at NASDAQ right now. And what I can see from NASDAQ is this time around, it's slightly different from this one. It's still the same commitment of traders report, but you can see right here, it says non-commercials, commercials. Here it's different. You go to dealer, intermediary, and asset managers and institutional, right? So what we're looking at institutional traders. So those are people literally controlling it. Well, actually, right now, you want to look at the dealers and intermediaries on this one, my bad. It's slightly different. I'm so used to the other version that when I see this version, it's slightly different. So what we tend to look at is the dealers and intermediary because they're the one dealing that, doing all the dealings of the market. These guys are literally um, asset managers, hedge funds, all of those guys, banking institutions and all of that. They're the speculators. So in this version, you want to be looking at the dealers and intermediaries. So for NASDAQ, you see that the changes, they've added shorts in there. So they put 4,965 positions going short. So as I said, I've done a pre-analysis of the market, so I had those two already. So now we have gold going short, we have NASDAQ going short. So this is where my analysis started before I started it. So the next thing you're gonna do is go into seasonality, right? You want to check gold seasonality. If you've never seen seasonality before, it might be slightly confusing. Bear with me, I'll explain in a second. Right, so seasonality has three different colors. You have the blue, you have the brownish red, and you have a yellow, or you can go with gold, whichever. So what you're seeing there is the average price movement in the last 5 years for the blue, the brownish red, 15, past 15 years average, and the yellow or gold is the last 47 years average price movement. And what we look at is where the three aligns together. When they align together, there's a better chance of us winning the market because it's aligned in our favor, showing that it's a pattern that repeats itself. It's a common pattern. So what we do is you can see as dates on it. Today's date is 26th of May. So we're going to scroll past and look for 26th of May. All right. I'm just going to zoom in, just grab that, zoom in a little bit. Let me do a little bit more zoom in. I want to just get it a little bit more. So we're at 26. So gold, we're seeing it going short, but what we can see from here is the 5 years is moving up. The 15 years is slightly higher, but looks stagnated. 47 years going slightly higher, but ultimately we can't see an alignment going down. It doesn't look anything clear at all. Yeah, it isn't looking very nice for gold on the seasonality. So you can see if you're using the CO2 report alone, thinking gold is going short, and then you don't have, if you're using CO2 alone, yeah, and you don't have the seasonality to see that, oh no, this is looking like it's gonna go long. You might take that short trade and then get beaten. So this cancels it out, saying no, that's not a go. So for that, gold is not a go for us. We're going to delete that out of the equation. Next thing is seasonality. NASDAQ. So these are indices, right? Indices are more stable than Forex. Took a little while to go. All right, cool. So we are at 26th of May. All right, 26th of May. And we're looking for short as well. So this version of the chart doesn't have a zoom in function, so I have to bear with this one. I can't zoom in on this. There's still some old version of that seasonality on the site. So we're right here, right? And we're expecting it to go short. But what we're seeing ultimately is this going long. So for that reason, NASDAQ is also out of that equation. So we're not going to touch any of those two. And guys, there's so many other assets in there. Those are just the two that I've checked. I haven't really gone through much. I checked the first two that came to my mind, I think, and I just went for it. But there's other FX assets there that you can check. I mean, you scan through CHF, for example, or you can see, okay, this isn't a line. Whichever one, CNZ. Yeah, so this is aligned, but it's not that well aligned and stuff like that. But whichever one you find, man, if you go on the site, the link to the site is in the description. If you go down there, check the tools, you know, you can get the tools, or if you have the tools already, come on and do your analysis. You know, you already know how to do this if you have the tools. And yeah, catch you on the next one, guys. Take care of yourself and stay safe and stay dangerous. Take care.